Okay, here goes. We just got done eating supper not too long ago. I grilled up some beef ribs we found cheap, and also, we had some baguette bread, and we had a fresh Cossack kohlrabi from farmer's market. This thing was huge. I mean, it took up my whole hand and then some. Um, Only paid $4 for it, and there's like at least 3 meals there. So, aside from that, what's this all about? Um, I'm doing an experiment, a smoked salt. Now, not too long ago, I just started this, and can you see the temperature? Keeping it very low. I try not to let it go up above 200, 250. If it gets that hot, it'll actually start burning off the smoke flavor. You'll get brown salt, but it won't taste right. It'll taste kind of blah. So anyway, I got 2 pans of coarse kosher salt in there. I've got the fire way down in the middle, and then I keep the salt off to the sides, and that way it's not being heated. Oh, here comes Aiden with a beer for me. Say hi, Aiden. Say hi, Aiden. Okay. So anyway, so what I've got in mind is I'm doing something way outside of the ballpark. I'm starting off with some old oak. I mean, it's really old, weathered boards, that kind of thing, and just gonna give it that oaky smoke flavor. Sorry, my phone keeps bouncing funny. But anyway, I gotta keep the door closed. The vent is just barely open on top, and it's almost wide open on one side. The other side is completely closed, and that's just to keep the air flowing casually from this side, and then it just kind of lingers, and then it eventually draws out. So anyway, back to my scientific recipe here. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to call it, but the oak's gonna have a little bit of a bite to it. Um, and to counter that, I actually want that bit of a bite, but to counter that, I've got some corn cobs. I've got a bunch of corn cobs. I have sweet corn cobs that after we had sweet corn, I took them outside and I left them to dry. And so they're down to a low moisture state. Yes, that's beer. Um, but then I've also got field corn, and the field corn cobs are definitely dry. But I learned something from a guy that has done a lot of wine brewing. Um, he made something that was called cob wine, and I got to taste it, and it was flipping amazing. And I asked him, well, what did you use, sweet corn cobs, or what was it? This is awesome because I like a sweet flavor anyways in a wine. And he was like, no, I used regular old field corn, pig corn, I guess they call it. And that's what he used for the cobs. And it was like, wow, if you can get something that sweet out of field corn, why not? But then I also recollect back in the days, of course, we're down here in the lower Mississippi area between Iowa and Wisconsin. We're on the Wisconsin side, obviously. But there was a fish market. And actually, there's several places around here. They smoke carp. Carp's a constantly acquired fish. And they would smoke the carp. And come to find out, one of the things they would use to smoke the carp was corn cobs. They would start a hardwood fire, and then as they were smoking the fish, to give it, to counter the sweet brine taste, they would give it a sweet smoke flavor from corn cobs. So I wouldn't recommend it for, doing a hot smoke, but for a cool smoke, it'd probably work out great. Otherwise, you're going to be going through a ton of corn cobs. So anyway, so I'm going to just smoke this with oak for the time being, and then I'll probably let it die out tonight just to give it that oaky flavor. And then tomorrow I'll sit in and start adding on the corn cobs and smoke that for several hours, very low and slow. So All right, Drayson's Forge doing something different, but still using fire. Like, share, subscribe, all that kind of jazz, and until I get around to the next one, be well. Oh, quick shout out, Gordon Farmer, doing some smoking. Look him up, and hopefully we'll see some forging videos from him soon. All right, everybody take care, and thank you.